Good morning and welcome to Amasssing Monday. We are live. I'm trying to figure out how I can do both my personal profile and my page because somehow it's not showing on the page. But welcome anyway, and wherever you are, it is Monday morning for me in beautiful sunny Gold Coast. It's 6 in the morning on Monday. What day is today? The 30th of January already. I can't believe the first month of the year is already gone. Welcome to 2017. And if you are in Europe, it is good evening for you because it's night time on Sunday night. And if you are anywhere in America, it's probably Sunday afternoon. So I am about to jump in a plane to go all the way to Milan in Italy to change more lives at another T-Have Acre event, the Gorilla Business Intensive. You can see my beautiful Brie here doing her hair in the morning, getting ready for school, because they just went back to school, Alana and Brianna. Even though they started school a week ago, they were late because we just came back from Europe. And so they only went to school on Friday for the first day, and they came back buzzing. They were so excited because they both got amazing teachers. And they were super excited. They're like, Mom, I love my teacher. She's so cool. They love it. So what happens is today is your second day, isn't it, baby? And you're peeling already. Too much swimming on the sun. You need to put sunscreen. And so I'm super grateful. I have my beautiful friend Jackie Opie, who's normally helping me on the Facebook Live. She is going to be in, she's right now in a plane. She's coming all the way from, let's put this on the page. She's coming all the way from Adelaide, flying over to Gold Coast and to help me with my beautiful kids. She's such a good friend. Normally she's helping me here on the Amasssing Monday call, but today she is in a plane. I'm gonna drop off my kids to school, then I'm gonna pick up Jackie from the airport, and then my driver will come and pick me up to go to the airport to fly to Milan. And Jackie is going to be at my house all week taking care of my beautiful girls because she's an amazing friend and my kids love her. That way I can focus on my event in Milan and know that my babies are being loved and taken care of. And then I'll come back and meet Jackie. So this is the first one we do for the year because I've been traveling. As you probably know, I was away for 2 months and jet setting all over the place because my beautiful kids went to see the daddy in England. And I was pretty much in America and Mexico. I did my retreat in Cancun. From there, I went to my franchise training in Florida. Then I went to see Alex in San Fran. We went to Canada. We went to Los Cabos for another amazing event. And then I went and met my beautiful kids and we had a family holiday with the daddy in France and in Switzerland. And now I'm back home. So even though I'm off for the week again, but as soon as I come back, we're going to set up webinar jams so that you can register for every Monday amazing call and so that you can also watch them on Facebook Live, whichever is better for you. Rangi is saying, good morning, Sandra. And Bree say, hi, Rangi.
Hi, Rangi.
Rangi is up for the north from me, and she is a very, very committed woman to her passion, her life purpose. She recently joined us for the Inner Circle. And I am so impressed. She's an action taker. She's that kind of like the dream student to have. And hi, Sylvia. Sylvia is saying hi, Brie.
Hi.
Sylvia was my friend in high school and she lives in America. So she's saying hi all the way from America, which is Sunday early evening, late afternoon for her. So very exciting. Let us know if you're watching. We have the wonderful Robert Ferrugia and Benoit Dessert. So welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. And I want to ask you a question because I want to keep it short and simple today because as you know, I've got to finish packing, take my kids to school, do their breakfast, their lunches, and pick up Jackie from the airport. But I want to ask you something. What are you doing differently this year? And if you don't have time to think about it right now because you're already rushing to go to work or do whatever you need to do in the car or in the train or whatever, then write it down and you can just reflect on it later on today or tonight. But what are you doing differently? Because if you just started the year doing exactly the same thing that you've done in previous years, I'm sorry to say, nothing will change. You know the definition of insanity because you're very smart. And you know, you can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So I want you to be very aware. What are the radical changes that you're making this year in order to get a different result? I can feel the buzz. 2017, the rooster, the year of the rooster in the Chinese New Year, and I'm super excited because I can just feel what a huge, big year is gonna be. But I want to know, what are you doing differently? So, for example, for me, what I'm doing differently is I'm focusing on leverage, and I'm focusing on pruning, getting rid of. Why? Because I noticed in the last couple of years I committed myself to too much. So I went very wide and shallow instead of going narrow and deep. And so I overcommitted myself, and even though my projects, my businesses are going great, I reckon they could go so much better if I just narrow my attention just to one or two projects instead of spreading myself too thin. So that's my goal. That's what I'm doing different this year. I'm saying no, I'm putting the blinkers on, I'm committing to my 2 or 3 mentors that I have, and I am not getting distracted with any new teachers or new mentors, because otherwise the mind gets confused. If you're committing to 4 or 5 different mentors and they all have different teaching styles, you're just gonna get confused and you can't learn that stuff in a deep way. So it is important that you focus on 1 or 2 mentors only for the year so that you can really get to learn and master the skills and the new things they're teaching you. Rangi is saying focus on self first, taking dramatic action towards my purpose to share my gifts. And I am a witness of that. Stay tuned with Rangi because she's going to be launching her online course for all those warriors, all those women who are looking for the life purpose, who are looking to connect with their spirituality and to take control of their lives. So stay tuned because I am going to promote Rangi once she launches her website, which is very exciting. Now, so for me, it's pruning. I've got to put the blinkers on like the horse and say no, 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 and focus on my couple of projects and delegate one of my businesses, have someone else run that business, and focus on my 1 or 2 mentors so that I don't get confused with many different teaching styles and teaching me different things. And I, as you know, I'm a devoted mom. The last few days I have barely even touched my computer. I don't think I touched it all weekend because I was committed to my kids. I've been running around getting uniforms, getting Alana her new computer, the science things that she needs for her projects, her labeling machine, and Brie wants a guinea pig for her birthday, which is in a month, so we went to buy the cage already, didn't we, sweetie? Which is really exciting. Let's hope that our beautiful Chloe doesn't eat the guinea pigs. But, you know, I was a devoted mom. They had a friend for a sleepover, and we did wonderful things on the weekend. So, because this week is about businesses, so I need to be able just to focus on one thing instead of trying to multitask and do all these things and, you know, being the jack of all trades and master of none. Another thing I want to ask you is, what are you doing? What massive action are you taking this year to make a big difference? What are you doing to just take it to another level? What are you doing to play big? The universe is yelling out for more leaders. We need more leaders to create conscious businesses, to create more jobs for people. You know, people are being laid off out of jobs. Why? Because more and more entrepreneurs are coming on board. They're wanting to do things from home. And you can be one of those entrepreneurs who creates a conscious business, a holistic business that is for the highest good of humanity, creating other jobs and opportunities for other people, teaching others, empowering others. So what are you doing to play big this year? How are you taking it to another level? Welcome, beautiful Emily Greenaway. Speaking of taking it to another level, Emily has totally taken it to another level with all the houses she's buying, renovating, and reselling. And it's a great example of someone that doesn't give up when times get tough and a struggle, and she continues to go big and to trust her intuition. And slowly but surely, the universe is starting to show off to Emily. So it's really interesting. Have a look. This is what I got on the weekend. I was in Mexico too much over the last 2 months in Cancun and Los Cabos, and I got my beautiful, I love my cactus. Thank you, my darling. And you can see it right there, my beautiful cactus. And oops, is to bring more love into our beautiful household. I have my beautiful dolphin from the gorgeous Lizzie. Oops, let's open the window. The camera is up here. Here. There you go. That takes care of me. And then I have my beautiful rose quartz that the wonderful Susan Kennedy, my spiritual healer that came all the way to Cancun with us, gave me. And look at this. Aren't they gorgeous? These are meant to protect you. These cactuses, because of their little thorns, they're meant to protect your career. So your fame, your business, your success, if you have them around in the quarter of your house where you focus on your purpose and your business, it's supposed to protect it. This is a beautiful Alana here getting ready for school.
I already am.
Oh, she already is. I love that. And this is a beautiful candle I brought all the way from Los Cabos, because this is how we share the light. I was there with all these transformational leaders, sharing our knowledge, our light, and brainstorming on how we can expand that knowledge and light in the rest of the world. And we share the light, and we all get to bring a little piece of that light home, which is super exciting. Now, we had a lot of new members join us last month for Accountability Partners. Why? Because when you're being held accountable, you take massive action, inspire massive action to make it happen. And it's super important, because when you have to call your accountability partner every day to report what you've done and to commit to do more, guess what? We do more for others than we do for ourselves as human beings. And so you might be willing to play small and let yourself down, but you will not let your accountability partner down, that's for sure. So we had lots of new members joining us last month, and so you're still on time, and I want to tell you why it's a great idea to join us for accountability partners. For only $197 a month, you have an accountability partner to talk to every day, 5 days a week, for the whole month, and then the next month you get a different accountability partner and you attend our group calls for the members. But our next retreat is coming. I am just about to decide on the venue as we speak, and it is coming to be, thank you, it's not moving, okay. So you smile because you're on the camera, because this naughty camera doesn't want to move. So we are having our next retreat on the 3rd to the 8th of April, and that's going to be here in beautiful sunny Gold Coast in Australia. There you are, finally. And I'm just choosing, I actually put a thing on my Facebook, which I haven't checked the replies, but I was choosing between a resort up on the hills on the beautiful Tambourine Mountain, or a beautiful resort on the beach. So we'll see. Find faces. Okay, let's put the autopilot, because otherwise it's putting the camera on the wrong places and it's not letting me move it. So that's not cool. But anyway, you can still hear me even if you can see my beautiful kids on the camera, because somehow camera is playing games with us and it's zooming into the girl's face. So how are you going to make a big difference in your life and in the rest of humanity this year? What are you doing to play big and take it to another level? Let us know. And what are you doing different to get different results? So, as I said, from now on, we're going to have our Amazing Mondays both on Webinar Jam and on Facebook Live on my profile and on my fan page, so that way you can share it and help inspire others, because this year is going to be big. I'm super committed to make a big difference on women's lives and help them believe in themselves, so they too can create conscious businesses to help empower others and create that highest good for the rest of humanity. So Randy, she is connecting with experts in the field, putting learnings into action, investing in coaches and mentors. Again, I'm a witness of that, because the wonderful Ranji made the great decision to invest in the inner circle. She is very experienced at what she does in her job, and now it's time for her to take it independently to the rest of the world. And we're not quite sure yet whether it's going to be only women or women and men, so stay tuned. If you're not a member yet, you can register to become a member, and that is amassing.com/member, which we're going to put it on the chat for you. HTTP amassing.com, hold on baby, /member. So you can register in there to join us, because when you're a member, you don't have to pay to attend the retreats. You only cover for your hotel and your food, which is really exciting. So I strongly encourage you, because we're having an amazing retreat here in beautiful Gold Coast, which, you know, I'm not being biased because I live here, but I promise you, is one of the most beautiful places in the world. The more time I spent in America, the last 2 months, Helen is saying yes, she's plusing that. The more I realize that we're really, really blessed to live in this beautiful part of the world. It's still so safe, and you know, the lifestyle that you can have is amazing. And compared to other countries, to be honest, I truly believe that we're the ones that got hit the least with the GFC in 2008. So I am truly grateful. And you want to go and get your gratitude jar to show them what we're doing from the kitchen, so they can all see our beautiful gratitude jar. So I want you to be super grateful this morning. I woke up being so grateful. I was grateful for the gentleman that sold us Alana's Surface Pro yesterday at the shop. He gave us so much value. He really explained why it was better to get the newest version, the i5. He threw in the keyboard for us. He threw in her Kate Spade designer case for her computer. And you know, I was just so grateful when I woke up. I was like inundated with that feeling of gratitude. And you know, my kids and I and my members, we do this gratitude every day, where we have this. You want to explain them? Yeah. Okay, so Bree's going to explain you what we do with our gratitude jar, which all of my members do. So what are these for, Bree? What are these colorful notepads for?
I can do it myself.
Go for it.
So you get a paper.
Speak louder.
So you can get a paper, get a pen, and then you just write, like, you can write what you're grateful for. So I'll spell I.
While she's writing, I'm just going to show you where we put them, on a vase, or, you know.
And then every week, we take them all out and I'll read them.
Yeah, look at Jackie. Jackie's saying hi, gorgeous lady. She's at the airport, probably about to board her plane. And Jackie, let us know if your plane is all on time, so we can come and grab you after dropping off the kiddies to school. So we put them all here. You can choose whatever color. We get inspired with colors, you can see from my colorful office. And we put them all in the jar, like Brie. Brie just wrote something she's grateful for, and Brie likes to roll them in little taquitos. Alana and I like to fold them into squares, and then we put it in the jar. And then what do we do every week, girls?
Every week we put them all over, we pull them out and we read them. And Brie wrote, I am grateful for me.
Yay, she's grateful for being herself. I love it. So Alana and Brie have been taking out these little papers, and then they go through them. They read them, and we all get really excited trying to guess if it was Alana or Brie or myself. But that helps us flow inundated with the feeling of gratitude. Mom? So it's really exciting. We just keep it on our kitchen bench, so that way we can do it morning and night. Something? Yeah, you can write something.
Okay. So you should mostly get the gratitude colors, and they are yellow, green. You should get a light pink, a light blue, and a light red.
Nice. And Jackie's saying, oh, how awesome to be grateful for you. Isn't that a great idea? It starts with yourself, right? You need to fill your bucket first.
I'm typing.
And Jackie said, look, Jackie just got in the plane. So the plane is all on track, which means we need to go and make breakfast, lunches, drop you off to school, pack mommy's bag, and go and pick up Jackie from the airport, and then my driver will be here to pick me up. So it's very exciting. It's okay, she can type in. So as I said, we're gonna keep the Amazing Mondays down to 30 minutes. Why? Because I want you to show up. And I don't want the time to be an excuse for you not to come because, oh, 1 hour is too long, I don't have time, I have to get ready for work or for school, or maybe if it's Sunday night and you're in Europe, you know, because you're getting ready for bed, or if it's Sunday afternoon because you're out and about in USA. So I don't want the time to get on the way to be an excuse for you not to get on and get full of inspiration for the week, because the intention of Amazing Mondays is to help you get inspired and motivated to go and crush it for the week,
Mama?
to go for your goals and make sure you don't let any excuses get on the way, so that you can be pumped to make a difference, so that you can plan. You need to plan your top 5 every night or every morning. Write down what are your top 5. What are those 5 actions you're going to take? Jackie's saying, I'm inspired. Thank you, Jackie. You need to write down every night or every morning, what are your top 5? What are the 5 things I'm going to do tomorrow or today that are going to help me get closer to accomplish my goal or my commitment? And the rest is noise. It's interference that you need to get distracted and you need to ignore. And you need to focus just on your top 5 for every day. So the intention is to get you here every Monday morning or Sunday night to get inspired to commit to your top 5. Remember, if you don't have an accountability partner yet, now is the time to join us so you can have one and you can join our next retreat for free. Have an amazing Monday, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
How do you send
All
this?
the best.
Mom, how do you send this?
Just press enter.
I know.
All right, let's stop it now that we have all these viewers.